Welcome back, my comrades. I am Victor Barisov, and today we're starting a new playthrough. And this one, as you can see, is called Fallout New Vegas, the Mojave Wasteland, Day 1. So that is correct, guys. I am going to be doing Fallout New Vegas. Let me just bring up everything here. So yes, we're going to jump into this, we're going to watch the cutscene, and then we're going to get on with it. So let's start this game. Yes, fine.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Right guys, that was the intro. Oh, and we've got all the DLCs loading in straight away. Accept. There we go. Oh, so we're waking up in the house after being shot in the head. Sounds about my luck.
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is.
Right guys, I'll be back in a minute once I've done the name and customizing my character.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do? Well, I got most of it right anyway.
Right, there we
Stuff
go,
that
guys.
mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore.
So I'll show you my female character in a minute.
Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Sure thing, Doc. So yeah, I am a female, like normal. Oh, I can't show you my character just yet. I'll do that once it's finished. I named her Sarah Barasoff, like my Fallout 76 character I did, and Fallout 4 character was both called Sarah Barasoff. So, yeah.
Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Sure thing, Doc. And also, guys, before I do this, I'm going to tell you a little secret. I can get all my stats, all my skills, should I say, to level 100 without using mods. And I know I'm not going to be able to use mods because this is on the Xbox. Because it's backwards compatible. So yeah, I will show you how to do that throughout this playthrough. So basically what I always do is go get rid of luck, because I never use luck, because I'm dumb. Intelligence 10, then I go duh, and I think, no, we're at Charisma 5, Perception 6. So Strength 6, Perception 6, Endurance 6, Charisma 5, I'm not going to be that talkative. Intelligence 10, so I can solve most things, 6 Agility, and Luck 1. The reason for 10 Intelligence, you get the most skill points. If you get the Educated, you get another set amount of skill points. And if you get the other perk, what allows the skill books give you a permanent skill to your character. So basically I can get to level 100 if I get all the skill books and use the not the cheat terminal, the bookmaking terminal in the big map, big empty when we get there. So that's us.
Look at that. Maybe them bullets done your brain some good. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn are dropping.
Right, hold on one second, guys. I'm just going to raise the audio a little bit due to the fact that it's a bit quiet, I think. So there we go. Alright, you should get to see my character now. There you go. Nice hair, blondish hair, blue eyes, standard look.
Alright. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind.
Sure thing.
Dog.
Cat, feed, newspaper, train, kick, dinner. Let's train it.
House.
Shelter, burglarize, renovate, target, investment, demolition. Demolition.
Night.
Campfire, dream, shroud, sleep, treasure, silencer. Is that silencer? I think it is. I'll go with that one.
Bandit.
Bribe, crush, stab, Swiss cheese, vaporize, reasonable. I'm gonna stab him to death.
Light.
Light. So, dark, heavy, beam, flash, inspiration, torch. Torch.
Mother.
Caretaker, jeans, cookie jar, tattletale, regret, human shield. I'm gonna go with cookie jar.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Strongly disagree. Conflict is in my nature.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Strongly disagree with that. I like always help me.
I'm always fixing to be the center of attention.
Somewhat agree.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Strongly disagree.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Agree.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
A broken chain, a chemical reaction, a shadow on a door frame, and losing one two-headed ant. I always say this is a two-headed ant because when you look at it, it looks like two little ants fighting each other. Like their bodies are attached at the bottom there, and their two heads are up there with a little antennae sticking up, and they're fighting each other.
Okay. How about this one?
This ship at sea. I wouldn't say that one's a ship at sea because it looks too weird. I always say it's a space age technology because it just looks like a spaceship you would possibly find.
Last one.
This one, I always go for the mushroom cloud because light and darkness, isn't that? A bearded man. It could be two men high-fiving, or a head on a pillow. It's definitely not a head on a pillow. Or it could be two bears high-fiving, as people say. But for this answer, I always go for mushroom cloud because if you look in the middle of them, two high-fiving, it makes a mushroom cloud. So I always go for that.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Sure thing. Energy weapons, no thanks. Melee, no thanks. Let's see what we start off with. Okay, I definitely want to get speech. Science I can get up. Lockpick I'm definitely getting up. Repairs 23. Barter's low. Explosive low. Don't want to get that up just yet. So I need definitely speech, lockpick. Science is quite good already. Sneak's quite good. Unarmed, survival. Barter's quite good. Science I can get some price. I'll go with them, then I can just easily boost these up as I go along. So X done.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Sure thing, Doc. Right, so let's go. Base. Built to destroy. The flame that burns twice as bright, burns half as long all weapons. No thanks. Claustrophobe, no. No. Four eyes I normally go for because my character, because I know which outfit I like and which glasses I like to wear normally with this game. So I'm going to go with four eyes, and the other one I normally go for is Mojave Wasteland. The other good one I normally like is that one. While using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more slowly, but are 20% more accurate. Skill but not experience. You gain +5 to every skill, but you saw a negative 10% from experience gain from now. No thanks. Throwing speed, you can throw 5% faster at the cost of 25% less range. Oh no. Kamikaze, is that? You gain +10 action points. This causes you to have -2 down threshold. Oh, no thanks. You gain the ability to carry +1 to your carry, but suffer -1 to all attributes at any time. Wait, your carrying drops. Oh, no thanks. Heavy handed. Good natured, no. I think I'll go with them ones. So, Four Eyes and Wild Wasteland. Wild Wasteland's always fun to have.
Alright, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Sure thing, Doc. But before we go out, we're gonna rob your place for stuff. But actually no, I think we'll go out first because then we can get the pick point and the rest of that can have a light. Then we'll rob the place of stuff. Like, I can see ball caps here. Oh. God, this game feels very clunky. I forgot how slow the movements are.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Was my wife's. I think she was about your size, and she hardly wore it after we left the vault. Felt it was too brazen.
You sure got stuff. What do I do now? Thanks, patch me up, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Sure thing. Hardcore mode, no thanks. First off, I might just save, create a new save. Saving content, there we go. Let's talk to him.
I expect you'll be wanting to go outside after being cooped up for so long, but if you have any questions, I'll answer what I can.
Speech, my wounds are still a little hurt. Hurt a little. Can you give me something for the pain, Doc? Sure.
Of course. You've been through a lot. Ain't much, but these'll do you right if the pain flares up.
Yay. Thank you. Tell me about yourself, Doc.
Well, I already told you I came from a vault. After that, I was a traveling doctor for a spell. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Most folks out here ain't educated, so people with medical know-how are hard to come by. I found that I could help a lot of people with what I knew, and that was all right with me. Eventually, I went back and married my childhood sweetheart, and that was the end of my traveling days. Didn't miss it none then. Still don't.
You said before you had something taken from you?
Well, ain't we all, right? That was a long time ago. I don't pay it much mind anymore.
Okay. Need metal supplies for yourself? What is this town?
This here's Good Springs, named after the water we got here, just down the road to the southeast. Good Springs Source, they call it. It's a quiet town, and that's how we like it. We don't go looking for trouble, though occasionally it sees fit to come looking for us.
Okay. What else can you tell me about Good Springs?
Well, there's a general store just up the road, run by a fella named Chet. He don't got nothing fancy, but he's got your basics covered. If you're looking to wet your whistle, just past Chet's is the Prospector Saloon. The bartender there, Trudy, knows everyone in town. Other than that, there's not much to see. Just people trying to scratch out a living.
Okay, could you give me a rundown of Good Springs one more time? No thanks, don't you see that? Who was it that rescued me?
That'd be Victor. Curious fella. He's sort of odd, and I don't just mean 'cause he's a robot. I couldn't tell you much about him. He's real friendly, don't get me wrong. You just get the sense that that ain't the whole picture. Just a feeling. He keeps to himself, mostly. You want to know more about him, you'll have to ask him yourself. He has a shack on the southern edge of town.
Okay, we'll go and speak to this weird robot then. Do you know anything about the man that shot me?
I didn't see him or the men with him. You might ask around town, though. Could be someone saw which way they was headed. Your best bet would probably be Trudy, the bartender at the saloon up the road. If anyone saw anything, she'd know about it.
Okay. Goodbye.
You take care now.
Alright, let's finish robbing your place. Put boy light on. So we have a hat we'll take and sell at the little shop. We'll take all the stim packs. Case. We'll take them. Don't need them right now. Nothing over here. Doctor's bag we'll take. Don't think I can fix this yet. No, I need 25 or higher. We'll take Sunset Sarsaparilla. Chem station, 25 or higher, okay. Blood bag, Med-X. See if there's anything else we can take. Oh, footlocker, it's empty. Radios. Tell you what, I'll take. I can easily get something for that, possibly. Done that. Ammunition, always. I've got to remember I do have a carry weight now of 210. So just got to remember that. So I don't go overweight. That's fine. Refrigerator. Don't want any of that. And if I don't really need food because I'm not playing on hardcore mode, I would be screwed. I can say that, guys. Because on hardcore mode you need to sleep, drink and eat. I always seem to forget in these games. Dirty pre-roll dress. Okay. Right, let's sort out some of my equipment. I know. Right, so I want you to be there, I guess. Glock 9mm. Grenade launcher, I'll put there. Sturdy caravan there. Front space I don't need. I'll put the pistol up there. Armored Fault 13, jumpsuit on my yeah, lightweight. Let's have a look at these. Can I inspect? No, I can't. Let's see what I look like in radar gear. Apparently I can't go into third person view apparently. So I don't know what that looks like. I think it's because I'm inside the doc's house still, so I would say we'll just go with the armored vault suit for now. Right, go out into Good Springs. Ah, here we go. You've discovered Good Springs. I'm blind. Old World Blues. Level 5, Happy Trails. Hostiles, Reunion, Lonesome Road. I get spammed 5 minutes as soon as I join. And here's Vector. Well, Victor. I'll take the knife we can sell that. Let's talk to you, buddy.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Thanks for taking me out of that grave.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How did you happen to find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were. So I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Huh. Do you know who those men were who attacked me?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
Okay, how did you end up in Good Springs?
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any.
Sure thing. I've never seen a robot like you before.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Sure thing. Goodbye.
Happy trails!
Sure, and can I now go? Oh no. How do you go into third person again in this one? Ah, there you go. It's that button. I forgot. Oh, Gunner's Arsenal, thank you. So, Fault 13 jumpsuit looks alright. Radar one. Light leather armor. I think that's. Yeah, that one's like the one truly wears. Lightweight leather metal. I'll probably end up getting rid of that one. Same with that one. Radar. Okay. Sierra Madre. Good to know. We'll do that later on. And yeah, we'll just go armored jumpsuit. And we'll take Glock 9mm. Yeah, I've got to remember the buttons are completely different now. Oh yeah, they give you XP in this game. That's good. Also, a complete terrible shots. Dropbox. Welcome to the Mojave Express. Mojave Express dropbox like this one could be used to deliver items to any Mojave Express dropbox that you've discovered. Once you find a Mojave dropbox, just activate it and you'll be able to use that location to send and retrieve items. Good to know. So he said go into the bar, didn't he? Ah. Hello, Easy Pete.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though. If you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Good to know. Why do they call you Easy Pete?
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now, we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
Ah. So you're a prospector like doing for gold and silver?
Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
Do you find anything good while prospecting?
Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
What's wrong with the NCR?
Don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Goodsprings and Prim don't stay independent for long, not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away.
Tell me about the Legion.
They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
What's so important about Hoover Dam?
The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory.
What do you use the big horners for?
Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered.
Anything else? Do you know anything about Victor?
The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be.
Okay, thanks Easy Pete.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Okay, cheers to that. Alright, so let's go inside. Oh god, don't bite.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Doc, Mitchell said you could teach me to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Sure thing. I'll take that without anybody seeing. You know I'm not supposed to steal, but it's a magazine. Even less. Flash and arrow. Oh, I know I lost karma. If Gen's game has karma, same sort of thing. I can make it back. Right. Also, that load time was a lot faster than the other one I had cut out. Weird. But anyway, here she comes. We're gonna get a good gun, and this is a gun I like a lot.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help you. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Okay, I'm in.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Sure thing. Yeah, this gun is amazing, the varmint rifle, once you get upgrade. Once you get scope on it and a suppressor, damn, it's deadly in the right hands. I can say that, guys. Also, let me just do a save here. Because to get idolized in this town, I have to do a few things. One of them is upcoming up here. So, I have to be careful I didn't want them. No, I want my grenade launcher. My boom boom stick. Do I want? Actually, should I best put my varmint rifle on my thing better now? It's the varmint rifle, Glock 9mm, and the boom boom stick is pretty good. Well, the grenade launcher, should I say. I'll just call it a boom boom stick. Because it makes everything go boom. I forgot you can't really run in this game. It's just like this slow monotonous running, as you can see.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Sure thing.
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
Sure thing, I'll try to see them. There's one. Yeah, I'm completely useless without a scope, as you can tell. Come on. That's it. Come on, that's one dead. Where's the other one going? Yeah, I'm completely useless. So let's choose rats. I can say that, guys. Wait, don't have a scope or something. Got you. Dead. And the next one I need boom boom stick if I remember correctly.
See? You're getting the hang of. There's two more.
Sure.
Come with me.
Right, you'll let me just quickly save this, because I've got my little journal next to me where I made notes of how to play this game my way, basically. And if I remember correctly, according to this, it says use boom boom stick on one, then Glock 9mm on other. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's see if my old brain and notes knows what I'm doing. So if I'm wrong, I'm pretty much screwed. Okay. Come on, I need to try and save this woman. Good spring set that. Damn. Oh, I'm stuck. Did I save her? Yeah, she's saved.
Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
Accepted. So this is about the karma system. I'm not going to read all that stuff, but as you can see there, we get good, smiling, good natured, accepted, liked, idolized. So that's what I might go for. But see, so I've been accepted, and this is one of the ways to get idolized in this town is by saving her and doing a few other things. So, whew, my notes were correct. Glock 9mm and the boom boom stick. Right.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about...
Couldn't hurt.
Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Sure thing. So that was a fun little experience. So this is what I love about this game, guys. It teaches you so much in so little time as well. So let me get out my knife, because according to my notes, there will be some enemies up here. I didn't write down which enemies, it just says be advised enemies knife. So as you can see, I wrote my own strategy guide. Even though I have the official strategy guide, I wrote my own journal. So to try and get like the best ending, so I will be going for the NCR because I hate the Legion, sorry to say. Not a Kaiser person, I'm an NCR person, a military person, shall I say. So yeah, so it says use melee, so I guess a knife's a melee, so we'll go and see. Oh yep, I was right, there is enemies up here. Yes, maybe cheating using my old journal, but it comes in so handy. Oh, mantises. Yeah, I can see why I said use a knife. These things aren't dangerous at all. The bigger ones are though. Alright, let's grab these. Right, yo. And let's head up to that giant water tower thing up there. But along the way we'll loot these mailboxes, because sometimes they can have good stuff in them. Nope, all empty. Oh yeah, I searched that one because that's where I got the knife from. And there's Vector, driving around. Now how do I grab you again? I like that. Alex called in, release the tumbleweed, Progress Digest. I'll take that. Ah, the big horn. Friendly at nature until you accidentally annoy them. Then you're in trouble. I can see that. Just stay there, big horn. I'm not going to tip you over or beat you up. I can see that. Nothing there. You stay over there as well. I'm just going to this mailbox quickly. Nope. See, I always just like to wander as I'm heading up to the cemetery. I like to wander and get all the mailboxes because we do need the magazines eventually, like I said, for one of the perks I might be going for. Today's physician, and all these are actually going to help. But lockpicking, speech, bar, repair, and science is the main ones we need. Eventually we'll get survival. Oh no 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 no! Pistol pistol! You give up poisonous venom. I remember them. They give off poisonous venom. I don't need any guide to tell me. Oh, them are the most 9mm ammo. Yes, I remember how vicious scorpions are in this game. Their stingers hurt like hell. I can see that. Oh, bullet flies. I'm a complete terrible shot. That one's dead. Flying hobble. Okay, where's my knife? Broad machete, actually. Machete will do. These things aren't that vicious. Where's the other one? Snow globe. Yes, we need that. You find a limited edition Mojave landmark snow globe. The rare pre-war artifacts are widely said to be useless bubbles, but rare has its. Some collectors will play dear for them. I know who I could sell that to. Also, is there a shovel up here? Try to remember if there's a shovel. If not, I'll have to get a shovel myself, because I don't think I've got one on me. There's a lot of tin cans. I just can't remember if there was or not. Because normally if there was, it'd be here. If not, we can get a shovel and come back later on, because we can dig up these graves, you see. You need a shovel. No, it's wrong to grave rob, but sometimes these graves have some good stuff in them, guys. I can say that. Yeah, just not there's any shovels. Ooh. And this game is stuttering a little, I can see that. I think that's just because it's backwards compatibility and it's going to take its time. Sorry, hold on. Where do we gotta go? Nah. Right. Back in a second. Right, we're back. So, where is she? She's down here somewhere. Hello.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. Alright now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
Sure thing. Just like how I would know how to make this. So healing powder, rock flower, and axana root. Except I'm in one. There we
Hey,
go.
that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Sure thing, we'll pop in. Then once we've spoke to her and the rest, I'll end it there because looking at the time I've been recording, I've been recording for quite a bit now. I've got quite a bit of editing to do in this one video. But we will be back with more, I can say that, because I'm enjoying this game already. I missed Fallout New Vegas. I cannot wait for them to bring out the mod Fallout 4 New Vegas and compare the two. By God, it's going to be amazing. that one. It's gonna be weird playing it because it's gonna have new graphics, Fallout 4 engine, everything like that. It's gonna be pretty cool. So this is the original, and then we're gonna play Fallout 4 as well. So let's see. We're entering the town again, and we've got plenty of magazines, and also we might be able to level up soon, hopefully. After doing a few more missions and the rest. So Prospector's Saloon. Good old sign. Good Springs General Store. We'll probably have to go in there as well. Right, here we are.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not going to buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
Hold on. Oh. Let's talk to him.
What do you want?
What was that about Ringo?
He's some traitor who decided he'd rather shoot than pay the toll for being in our territory. He's hiding somewhere in town. Would serve these idiots right if me and my guys shot the place up after we got payback on Ringo.
What? This area is your territory?
It is now. Me and the rest of the guys busted out of the NCR prison east of here and took over. Now we're calling the shots.
What were you in prison for?
None of your damn business. You ought to know better than to ask a man that kind of question.
Sure. I just need to know if I should watch my step around you.
Robbed some people, burned some things, killed a few guys.
Good to know you're a mass genocidist. Good to know. What's been going on in the rest of the wasteland?
Same old shit that's been going on for years. The NCR and Legion are still fighting over Hoover Dam for some reason.
Tell me about the Legion.
I've run with some tough gangs, but I gotta admit, they all got nothing on the Legion. I hear they stick you up on poles and it takes a while to die. I ain't saying I'm afraid of them or nothing, but I'll be staying out of their way.
Tell me about the NCR.
New California Republic. Nothing new about it. Just a bunch of people with money and power pushing everyone else around. They've got troops all over the Mojave, but it's a big desert, so it's pretty easy to avoid them if you want.
Tell me about Hoover Dam.
Never been there since the NCR's got troops all over it. Must be pretty important.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
So Ringo's quest, if we do that now or in the next video, guys, we would end up getting vilified by the powder gangers, what means we couldn't do any of our powder gangers quest. So, looking over my notes, we don't do this one, we go straight to the prison and do the prison ones. So, we'll see about that, but let's go back in here. Right, Trudy, I need to speak to you.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
I overheard your argument. What was that all about?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Where is Ringo now?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
That was easy. Why not just kill Jacob Cobb and be done with it?
You mean murder him? That's not our way. Even if Cobb is scum, he can bluster and threaten all he wants.
What are you going to do?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Okay, powder gangers?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. Was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Okay. Never mind, I want to talk about something else.
Alright.
What happens if I help Ringo?
If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Good Springs. I'd even set you up with a discount.
Nice.
Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad. And they've got a lot of friends out there.
Okay. So I help Ringo and Good Springs will like me more? What if I help the powder guys?
Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit.
Okay, look at that. Who was that man you were arguing with?
He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there.
I'm trying to track down the people who attacked me. Know anything about them?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Did my attackers say where they were going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Go on.
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
So where were they heading?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Okay. Want me to take a look at your broken radio?
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world, and that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Sure thing. Do you know about the war that rescued me?
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
You don't like him?
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
What does he actually do around here?
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
Okay, good to know. I'm going to be murdered possibly by a robot. How long has he been in Goodsprings?
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
Fine by me.
Does Goodsprings get many visitors?
Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies.
Anything interesting going on in the rest of the wasteland?
There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
Tell me about the NCR.
The New California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
Okay. What do you think the NCR and Legion both want the dam?
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
Okay. What else can you tell me about the Legion?
Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
Okay. Goodbye.
Be careful out there.
Right, so let's get our perks up. So I know I need repair, so I'm going to get that just up to 30. Lockpick, I'm fine with. Science. Actually, no, I know what I need. Actually, repair's fine, because I've just got that. Speech, get up to 30. Bar up to 30. And then just get that one up, so that's fine. And get this up to 5. There we go. Continue. Black Widow. What's this one? With the retention perk, the bonus granted by skill magazines lasts 3 times as long. I think it's that one I need. Let me just have a look through all these perks. Yes, camera, right, yo. I know it's not these ones because it isn't that high up. Light step we will be getting eventually. Robots. Legs, food. It's that many you see. Here and now, that's always a good one. Stay trusted, aggressive, strong back, wall. I know I need to get educated, wherever that one is. There you go, educated. With the educated, you gain 2 more skill points every time you advance in the level. This player is best taken early on to maximize its effect. Comprehension. I think it's this one with the comprehension. You gain double the bonus from reading magazines and 1 additional point from the skill books. So yes, it's that one we need eventually. And I think also getting this one also helps when the retention point, the bonus granted by skill magazines lasts. So yes, I'll get that one as well eventually. But for now, I'm gonna get. I get Black Widow in combat. You do 10% damage against male opponents. Outside of combat, you gain sometimes unique dialogue. Yes, so Black Widow is always good. Okay, yep. Let's get Black Widow. Let's try and fix her radio, shall we? Yep, repair. Then we'll speak to her quickly.
Feeling thirsty? I can take care.
Fixed your radio.
Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here.
Bar?
Not at all. I'm never sure how much is normally charged for this sort of thing. Here's some additional caps. That should be enough. Now, how about spending some of those caps in the saloon?
No thanks, I'm going over to the shop next door.
Be careful out
before we end this video. So right guys, let's head over to the store. Alright, so the shop should be right here. Yep. So let's go in. Alright, yo. Speak to him.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Okay, well, let's just speak to him about all this specialist ammo.
Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor.
Okay, what makes the surplus silence?
It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets.
Okay. What do you know about the situation the Power Gang has?
If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. The town shouldn't get itself mixed into the problem. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed, but we don't go looking for trouble.
Okay. Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I've been to New Vegas?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip.
Okay, good to know. What can you tell me about Mr. House?
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
Possibly, or could be murdered by him. Either one. Anything else you can tell me about the Great Khans?
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
Okay, let's see if there's anything else. No more dialogue. Right, let's take a quick look at your inventory. So what I want to do first is sell some of the stuff like that. Light metal armor, pretty low. Right, then let's keep the binoculars, get rid of that knife. Laser, pistol, yeah, get rid of that for now. All 10 throwing spears. Let's have a look. There you go. Medics, I'm not gonna really use. And I believe that is it. Oh, and the energy cells. Get rid of them. Right, so miscellaneous. Hopefully he's got some of the parts I need. Now and then he normally does, but sometimes I get very unlucky. But looks like he doesn't have any of it. Oh yeah, he does. Vault rifle, nice sight. Right, that's good. I'll take that. I still need to get the suppressor off him though. So hopefully he might have a suppressor in a few days. Gunrunner's arsenal, there's a pistol. Plasma pistol, sure. Silence is always good. So, yep. That'll do, buddy.
Thanks.
Bye.
Take it.
And I'll just go to my pit boy quickly. I know, varmint rifle. Oh, whoa. Oops, put my knife away. Right, guys, so that's going to do it for this video. So basically, in the next video, we're going to deal with the powder gangers, explore the area, finish up in this town. Well, we'll have to come back to this town quite a few times. So yeah, next video will be powder gangers, finishing up in this town, seeing what other things we can get up to. But guys, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like, give it a thumbs down. If you have any questions at all about this video or any of our videos, guys, put them in the comments below and I will try and answer the best of my ability I can, guys. But until next time, I am Victor Barisov, signing off. Until next time, guys. Bye.